Alright guys, here we have a SENADA VIPER. Fully assembled, ready to go out for its first ride. Let's just go over some of the quick specs of this e-bike. This is a 48 volt e-bike with a 20 amp hour lithium battery. We have a 1000 watt rear hub motor on this one. It peaks at 1200 watts. We got the 7-speed Shimano gearing system with the Shimano tourney derailleur and derailleur protector. We have a 52 tooth chain rail on this one with a single chain rail protector, and this bike has a torque sensor, so that's going to be interesting. This will be the first torque sensor I've actually ridden, and this is a 26-inch by 4 fat tire e-bike, Chow Yang tires. We have suspension in the front, lockout suspension in the front, the primer as well, adjustable. We have a single shock in the back here, that GSX 200 system, which we see on a lot of these. We got no suspension under the seat, but the seat is fairly cushy, so we're going to give that a try today. We have a light rack on the back of this one, probably about a 50-pound rack on the back of this one. This bike weighs 77 pounds with the battery, so it's going to be fairly lightweight. We have DY Island hydraulic brakes on 160 millimeter rotors, so that'll be interesting. It seems small, but we'll see how it does. Let's go ahead and boot this thing up. Turn on. It's got a button on our battery here to turn it on. We'll go ahead and turn the power on. Just hold the button underneath there. This is a display we've seen a lot of. And as far as the mechanical portions go, we have headlights, which are pretty bright. And we have a horn, which is very loud. So let's go ahead and go into the settings here and see what we have. Well, first of all, for the positive and negative buttons here, we'll just go through the pedal assist, which is currently set up to 0 through 5. If you hold the I button, or enter on top here, it takes you from trip to odometer to max, average, and then you actually get to see voltage on this one, which is interesting. So that's a nice feature. And then back to trip again. So let's go ahead and hold the positive and negative down. This takes us into the menu. The first one is just the display brightness, which we have it set up all the way now. 2 is mile per hour or kilometer. We're set at mile per hour. 3 is the voltage. You don't want to mess with that. 4 is I forget. So we'll pass that one up for now. 5 is your pedal assist, 0 through 5. 6 is your inch, your tire size. They have it set at 26. And we know these measure somewhere closer to 29 inch from bottom to top. So I'll try it out here, see if the speedometer is correct with GPS, but I got a feeling we're probably going to have to change this up higher. So we'll go ahead and go to the next one. We have, I'm not sure, on this number 7. And number 8 is your top speed, which I did go ahead and raise this one. But if you hit the I on this one, the enter button, you can change it down. I think it came out of the box at, I'm trying to remember, it might have been 42. But we're gonna set it at top speed. Now some of these, when you set it all the way up top speed, you actually lose a little bit of torque, I found, on the hill. So if this does that, we'll set it back down. But we're gonna put it at top speed for now. Then you hit your I, and that saves it. Now let's go ahead and just see what else we have in here. A lot of these I don't even know what they are. They're just additional ones you can actually check out on your own. Let's see how high it goes. So it goes up to 18. But anyhow, so you just hold the I in to get back out of it. Then you turn the power off and back on to make sure it's set. I stuck a bell on here myself. Didn't come with it. I put a mirror on it as well, just for safety's sake. This does have a half twist throttle, the 7-speed Shimano gearing system. I think we've covered just about everything else on this. It does have tail lights and brake lights on it. No turn signals. I think think that's about it. We're about to take this out. We'll see you here in a bit, guys. All right, guys. So is it Superman or is it Spider-Man? Nope, it's not a Viper. We got her ready to rock here. We're about to go. I did end up putting my seat on it, guys, just for a little bit more comfort, because mine has a suspension post on it. Seat comes with it, ain't too bad though. But you know, if you want a little extra suspension there, you put a suspension post on. Now they do recommend for this bike you be at least 5'7". I can see why, because it's not easy to get your leg up over here. If you're a short dude like me, I'm 5'9". I can fit on this, but I'm tippy-toeing it with my seat on it because of the suspension seat. But the other seat you can get down farther. This does not come with an adjustable stem on it there, so that's probably one of the first things you're going to do if you're a taller person. Is not even just taller person. I like to pull my handlebars back so I can ride more upright. So adjustable stem's a good idea on these guys. 20 amp hour battery, 1200 watt peak rear motor. We have a torque sensor in this, just rear hub only. We're going to try this out. We're going to take her down first on the bike trail, and then we're going to work our way up to some hills. We are out of here, heading up this hill again. Climbed up the hill just fine. Car coming, so we're going to wait. Takes off pretty good. A bit of a brake rev going on in the front there. Hopefully that bed's in here. If not, we'll adjust it again. You notice the speedometer. GPS will lag just a little bit, but it's right on right now. And I'll explain to you why here in a little bit. Because when it comes out of the box, your speedometer will be off almost 2 miles an hour. Has to do with tire size. This is actually my second trip out on this bike. The first one I forgot to turn on stabilization, so the video came out terrible. So we're going to do it again here. We're going to do it again. We got a little speedometer up here too that we can test this on. See what it says here. $23.23. Turn off up here on the bike trail. We're out here early today, guys. I wanted to get this going because today's football day, and I don't want to miss the games. Anyhow, so let's show you what we did here. Let's go into, take it down to 0, pedal assist. It's always safer. Go positive, minus. Now we're in the settings. So first one is just the brightness. Second one is mile per hour, kilometer. Third is the voltage. Fourth, I'm not sure. Fifth is pedal assist. You can change this. It's on 0 through 5 right now. Third is the tire size. Okay, when this comes, it comes at 26 inch, and you got to set this to 29 if you want this to be right on the money with the GPS. So the next one, I'm not sure, and then this is our speed. We raise this up to 62. Comes out of the box, I think, at 42. We're at top speed now. We're going to test it out, see how it goes, but as of yesterday, it was working really well. So to get out all that, you just hold the minus, And the settings are already set because I did it as of yesterday. But we're going to go ahead and test out these pedal assist here again. We're in pedal assist 1. Actually, I need to just shift it down here a little bit first, guys. Shift it down here, okay. And we're going to check out the rotations to see when this thing decides it wants to take off. This is a torque sensor, so you'll find that immediately, nearly immediately, it takes off. So pedal assist 1, so as soon as you start your rotation, basically with this torque sensor, it starts to give you some power. So I'm gonna put it back 7th gear. We'll go pedal assist 1, takes us to about, it really just depends on how hard you want to pedal. If you just pedal easy, you can get down to about 6 and 7. You give it a little harder pedal. Even at pedal assist 1, I mean, you're doing a lot of the work, but it takes you up there in speed pretty good. About as hard as you can pedal is about as fast as it's going to go. So let's go pedal assist 2. It's pretty much the same deal. It likes to start you off about 12, 13. But if you give it some pedal, it'll take you way up there. I'm just moderately pedaling now. That's what's nice about the torque sensor. You can get the amount of exercise you want to get with this. So pedal assist 3. Starts us off about 14. It's the same deal with this too. Let's check out this bridge, guys. See how it looks in the morning with the morning light on it. It's an old train bridge. It's gorgeous. Like a beautiful morning. I don't usually start my e-bike rides this early. Like I said, I got football I want to watch today, guys, so Papa's got to get this done, get back in there. Should already be done, but dummy me somehow pushed the stabilization off, so my video looked like I was going through some sort of earthquake, and we can't have that. We got to make sure that is fixed. He's turning, I'm going. All right, so we're at pedal assist 3, and we're just moderately pedaling. Wind's in our face here. Quite a bit of wind today. 16, 17 mile an hour. Now if I pedal it harder, check this out. Pedal assist 3 can get up there in the mid-20s. Lower to mid-20s. So pedal assist 4. Somebody on the path up here. I do have my bell on here today. That's my jingle bell, my phone holder, and my mirror on here, guys. Pedal assist 4, moderate pedaling is about 19 mile an hour. We'll get past these guys, the dogs, and then we'll see how fast we can get 4 to go. Okay, so we can kick this up here. Pedal assist 4 will just flat out go, guys. So we were all the way down to what, 18, 19? I'm pedaling pretty briskly right now. It's like about 26 mile an hour. 25, 26. Not bad. Pedal assist 5. Slow her down here a little bit. Got another person. We'll kick her in after this. Morning. I mean, as soon as you start giving it some leg, this thing just takes off. Got some good power, guys. 1000 watt rear hub motor. Peaks at 1200. Just nice and smooth. So pedaling 28, 29, 30 on the display. GPS should catch up here. Come on, GPS, hurting my legs. Oh, just under 30. You're off still about 2 points on the speedometer. You can adjust this right to the money if you want. I have it at 19 inch. You can probably take it about 19.2, would probably be perfect. So this is just throttle, about 5-6 miles an hour. We kick her up pedal assist 2, and then you feel a little boost there with throttle. It'll take us to 13 miles an hour. So pedal assist 3 with throttle only. As you can see, it is the throttle is tied to the pedal assist on this one. So pedal assist 3 takes you up over 20 miles an hour, which is nice. This is about where I like to ride here, and a little bit faster. We'll straighten out here a little bit, and we'll try out pedal assist 4. We do have a beautiful morning, guys. Hopefully we get to see some nice scenery, maybe get to see some deer or something of that sort. Kick her up to pedal assist 4. Get around the corner here. This bike is actually really comfortable. I didn't think I'd like leaning forward, but it's not bad. Okay, pedal assist 4. And throttle only. And about 27, let's see. Gotta get around another corner here, guys. Okay, kick her up again. Got a headwind here, but let's check it out. Before I hit the headwind, we got up to 27. Let's turn around here and try PS5. Kick her up to 5. We was climbing 29. Let's turn around the other way once. See what we can do. A little bit of brake grabbing here still too. Only 7.9, but it was climbing. All right, we're gonna put just a little kick into it here too and help. Pedal and throttle here. Mile an hour. Right. And I'm 230 pounds, guys. So 30 mile an hour for a 230 pound guy, 77 pound bike. That's not bad. That's pretty good. All right. Stop up here at the bridge for a minute. Take a look at it. So being a torque sensor, you definitely can get a little bit more workout with this, guys, which is nice. I absolutely do like cadence sensors as well, but this is nice if you just want to get out there and get some exercise. All right, let's stop right here. Stop right there. Take a look at this. Now, I do have my seat on it, guys, so let's go ahead and just shut her off for a minute. All right, I know the speedometer's right. Make sure I'm still recording here. Yep, okay. This is the SENADA VIPER. Nice looking bike. A little bit like Spider-Man, a little bit like Superman. That's the red color. It also comes in a bright green color. We got somebody coming, guys. Are we gonna pretend again today that we don't see him, or should we say hi? What do you think? I feel like being nicer this morning. We got people coming both ways. At least they buy high and bye both ways, guys. Anyhow, let's take a better look at this here. If I get my steering wheel to stay still. So we have the Shimano 7-speed gearing system, the DY Island brakes, hydraulic brakes, 160 millimeter rotors. Here's our 7 gear Shimano, and a turning derailleur down here with a derailleur protector. We have a 52-inch 52T chain rail, just a single side, 25 amp controller, which I've had some 25s that moves you pretty good. This one does move me pretty good. We have the GSX 200 shock in the back, so you have a little rear suspension. We got a lockout hub with the primer in the front, so we got suspension in front and rear. I wouldn't call it mountain bike suspension, but it's not bad, guys. Definitely can feel it. And that's, like I say, that's my seat and suspension post, my bag. It does come with some goodies. Comes with your tool set. I think this, I'm not positive, I think this one came with a phone holder as well. I had a little delay on this one, so I lost track of my unboxing portion of the video, but there are things that come with it. There's our headlight. There's our tail light. We got brake lights as well, which I can't show you at the moment because I don't have a secondary camera in my hand. And then you got a pretty loud horn. Beep, beep, beep. And I put a bell on it. Dingle bell for the bike trails. You hold down the minus, you do go into, like I did by mistake, I was holding the minus instead of the power button. And it takes you into walk mode. Now to clear the trip, you hit minus and I, which we just cleared the trip. And it is about 6 miles down here to the bridge, so we'll have to remember that for the trip. I forgot to do that at the house, guys. That's about it. It's about everything. If there's something I missed, don't hesitate. Go to SENADA website so you can get all your specs. You know, you have a 1,000-watt rear hub motor with 1,200-watt peak. We talked about the rotors, 160 millimeter front and back, DY Island quad piston brakes, hydraulic brakes. It's 85 Newton meters of torque on this, which isn't bad. Does pretty good, guys. So we're going to put that to the test here in just a little bit. We're going to be climbing some big hills, so we'll see how this bike does on the hills. All right, so I'm going to get a sip of dip here, and then we are going to resume our ride. Sip, dip, potato chip. Don't let nobody give you no lip. We're all tucked away here. We're about to take off here. We're going to try climbing this mountain. Yep. We'll see how this bike does climbing the mountain. We're going to go ahead and put it in pedal assist 5. And we'll leave it in 7th gear, see how it does. I don't think we need this anymore. We know the speed's right? Correctamundo. Let's take and just put on my ugly mugshot here. Video, switch, swap it. There I am. Can you believe I'm that ugly? I can't help it. It's just the way I was made. Here we go. We're going to just pedal this one. We're going to try pedaling this one first up this hill. Pedal assist 5, 7th gear. Can it do it? We're about to find out. Can it do it? Right now it feels like it's got tons of power, and I'm just barely pedaling. Just a gradual pedal here right now. No throttling. I should put on my headlight. Here's this, we're in a dark corridor. We're at 11 mile an hour. I'm not hardly giving it now. Downward drop to 10.3. It's about the steepest part right there. Now we're picking up speed again. If I give it a little more kick, this thing takes me right up, no problem, guys. It's got plenty of power. Plenty of power. But we're going to really put it to test here in a little bit. We're going to take it up a giant mountain here. Giant hill, we'll call it. Because we are in Ohio. But boy, do we have some steep grades. This one we're going to do is around 30%, but it does have some steeper points. And I've had troubles getting up it with some e-bikes, so we'll see how it does. Turn this headlight. Try one more very steep hill climb test, pedal assist only, and then we'll try some with throttle after that. I can see right now if I don't want this in 3. This is really steep. Really steep. Got another car coming. It's usually like no cars on this road. Hey, we're doing it, guys. 7 mile an hour, man. That was probably the steepest part. We got another pretty high one here. I'm definitely feeling it, but we're making it. 3rd gear. $9 mile an hour. 8. All right. Levels off here a little bit. Then we got another steepy. Down the road, old man. We are officially in Sasquatch territory, people. If you believe in those invisible creatures. One of these days, one of them gonna come out here and get me because I keep saying that. We'll find out. I don't know if they're real. We made it. That's a big hill, guys. That makes me happy. We climbed that booger. All right. Shift this back up in a reasonable gear. I often see deers through here. Let's see if we happen to see one today. The leaves are falling on the ground. Grandpa's riding his e-bike around. I hope you like my hillbilly song. I try to sing it right and I won't sing it wrong. Something like that. Anyhow, I just made that up just now. You didn't know I could do that, did you? I was even do that winded. I was a winded singer. Yep, with a key. All right, guys. Let's come back to reality here for a minute. We got another hill to climb. I am in 7th gear. Pedal assist 5. And the bike's got to be a little bit tired after that last hill. I know I am. We're doing it in 7th gear. No problem at all. All right, guys. Give my old man legs here a break for a second, then we're going to try this next one. As you can see it coming up here, that car's coming down. There's a lot of people out working this morning or something. We're going to try throttle up this hill. Can it do it? Pedal assist 5, throttle. Let's see if it can throttle up this hill, guys. Picking up speed right now. It's a pretty steep one. Have not measured this one. It does look like it's about 20% there somewhere. And we are slowing down, but it's trying to make it. I think it's going to make it. 7 mile an hour. Getting a little steeper up here at the top. All right, now we're going to level off. It did it, guys. All by its lonesome. It did it. What do you think of that, Sasquatch? Can you hear me? Sasquatch, can you hear me? You know, one of these days they're gonna come out here running. Don't know. But it is still beautiful out here. Hopefully that dog ain't out gonna get me. I'm gonna put this on 5 here, guys. Cause I might have to shoot out of here. There's a big Rottweiler up here. He wants to eat me. He's tried. He come close one of these last times I was out here. Let's see if he's here today or not. If he's in the house, maybe. I think he's in the house. Yep, he didn't get me today. Yep, but a coup. Let's see how far we can get throttling. Get a little bit of a head start here. See if we can make it up this one throttling. I would be surprised if it did, because this is a steepie. Doing pretty good, actually. I think it might make it. Yeah, I can feel a little bit of growling there on the motor. I wouldn't do that too much, but it definitely made it. Should give it just a little help with your feet, guys. Okay, let's see if this is gorgeous or what. How about that, guys? That gorgeous or what? You gotta add the or what in, or it wouldn't be all that gorgeous, would it? Woo! I hope we see some animals out here today, guys. Go climb another big hill. You thought I was done, didn't you? No, we're never done. That's a steep downhill too, and I definitely could feel that the 160 millimeters. There comes a couple dogs. I better go. The 160 millimeters are a little bit lacking for this big boy. Right there it is, anyhow. Okay, now I'm going to do a throttle and pedal. So we'll help each other out. Sometimes you got to have the bike help the old man out. Sometimes the old man got to help the bike out. So we're going to do it both ways this time. See how it goes. I'm just doing a gradual, steady. I'm not killing myself. It's just gradual pedal. So you get some exercise. You're an old man like I am. You can make it up the hill without hurting too terribly bad. Now, if he was on a mountain bike, this would be ouchy. This would be ouchy in you. Unless you're in some crazy, incredible good shape, which I am not. But I'm trying to get there. Look at that, pull right up with ease. This bike's got a lot of power, guys. My only suggestion, got another car coming, man, they're out like crazy today. My only suggestion on this one, biggest suggestion I guess, would be to, man, send an adjustable stem with this, like 20 bucks, right? I don't know about you guys, but I would be willing to pay the extra $20 to get the adjustable stem on it, so I didn't have to order it later on. Maybe you're different, I don't know. Put the stuff on it that it needs so that people are happy right out of the box. It's not going to cost that much. You know, you can actually, it wouldn't hurt my feelings to pay a little bit extra to have something like that already on it. I had to order one because of these type of bikes I'm doing, these type of reviews that don't come with adjustable stems. I get they want to, you know, look, keep the cost low for you guys. That's a good idea. But certain things, I just think should be automatic. That should be one of them. Plus, this definitely should come with 180 millimeter rotors. That's my two critiques for this e-bike, guys. Other for that, it's a really nice bike. It's lightweight. It's 20 amp hour battery. We haven't even lost a bar yet. Haven't even lost a bar. Let's scroll through the. Get to. I forgot to tell you, this goes to voltage. If you keep scrolling, yeah, 49.8 right now. We're almost at 50 volts still. I'm sure that'll adjust here in a little bit. I'm gonna leave it right there. I like looking at that better than all the other stuff. When you get an e-bike, it comes with voltage. That's awesomeness. I've seen this exact display not show voltage. Why? That's something you gotta have. Voltage, or at least, very least percentage, but voltage is good. I see it popped back up to 50.6 because we was climbing the hill there a little bit. That's why I was down to 49.8. This is nice. It's nice to be able to see that. My headlights are still on. How come you guys didn't tell me my headlights were on? Turn that off. How come it ain't going off? Oh, did I push that button? Oh, I had the dimmer on, that's why. Yeah, that bottom button, guys, is a dimmer button. If you're riding at night and that's too bright, just hit that dimmer button. The top one, this mechanical one over here is a headlight. Has a headlight button and a horn, which I accidentally hit sometimes because I need to readjust the angle of that. It's too low right now. We're going down a big hill. I'm gonna bed these brakes in a little bit more here, guys. Hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna sing the rest of the words, cause I'll get copyrighted, and I don't want that to happen. All right, moving on down there. I forgot to tell you guys, I am crazy. You know that, right? I don't know if SENADA knew that when they asked me to do this video, but it's true, you know. It is beautiful. It's cold out here today, but it's beautiful, and that sunshine feels awful nice. I hope you can hear me because it's windy. All right, let's get this thing moving, man. Come on, pedal assist 3. I've been riding it now for what, a mile on pedal assist 3. I didn't even really notice it. Perfectly fine. But I do want to see, putting this up in the higher PAS, what kind of range we can get. So we'll try to switch between 3, 4, and 5. You know, probably where most people will ride it, and see how it does by the time I get back home. Because we can actually check the voltage right on here. We don't have to put a multimeter on this one, because it shows it. I like it when it shows it. All right, let's throttle. Let's throttle up this hill. Immediately, it took me faster than I was pedaling. It's taking the volts down, 49.3, 47.5. Does show we have a bar off. Let's see if it regenerates itself after we level off. It pulled right up the hill, guys. That's a decent sized hill there. For most of you, that's probably... Hold on here a second. Just hold on. Why you gotta go so fast all the time, people? Oh man, I hear a goat. Check it, look at that, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, can you imagine that when I had all the colors in the trees? It was beautiful. I want to get out of here. That goat's gonna get me. I think it's a goat. Got a goat? Yep, there's a goat. There's a billy goat. I told you I'd see billy goats. Yep, so we see billy goats, we see squirrels, we see chipmunks, we see mountain lions. Well, no, we don't see no mountain lions. But we do see groundhogs. We see warthogs. No, we don't see no warthogs. Bullfrogs, maybe. You might see a bullfrog. Not out here on the road usually, though. We see them in the water. And fishes, we got all kinds of fishes. Yeah, but you're not going to see them out here. I ain't never seen a fish on the road yet. But suppose if we was looking in the water, possibly. See Tyrannosaurus rexes. Well, no. Not this time of year, anyhow. You're not going to see any of them. What else we got out here? We got muskrats. Yep, we do got muskrats, but they usually in around the ponds and stuff. What else we got? We got all kinds of bugs and bees and deers and no antelopes. Nope, no antelopes. Sasquatches, they say, but I ain't seen one yet. We are about to go right down the perfect location for one now, though. What is that? That looked like a little... That looked like a yeah, wild boar or something. Stop rubbing. My brakes rubbing. Fix that. Gotta get that fixed, man. Come on, bed in. Bed in. The front one giving me troubles. Might have to adjust him. Let's see what we got here now. I'll be quiet. We might see a Sasquatch. Let's see. We're very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits. Didn't see nothing. Didn't see a thing. You guys want to see what an old spring house looks like? How they used to do it back in the older days? I'll show you. It's hard to see, but you might be able to just take a quick peek-see in here. Right there, got a car coming, guys, so That's all we can look right there. Spring house. He's coming. We'll just pull off right here for him, let him get around us. All right. So yeah, I'm on a hill here, and I just give it a throttle, guys, and it's pulling me right up it. This thing's got power. In all seriousness, it's got power. Now, I almost always just pedal my e-bikes. I use the throttle. I usually leave them in 7th gear, and then I throttle just to take off. But you got to do it a little bit different with the torque sensors. You probably go do more shifting with the torque sensor. But if you want to throttle too, you don't have to. You can leave it right in 7, and when you get in trouble, you just throttle instead of shifting down. But I don't know, you're probably running some hills, you still got to shift down. I smelled something there. I don't know what that was. It wasn't me, I don't think so. It could have been, I guess. And say this bike is a little tall right here, so especially when you put a bag on the back. For this short guy, 5'9", it's hard for me to get my leg up there, so I got to lean the bike a little bit to do that. So they recommend 5'7", guys. Now, if you don't go with the suspension post, this seat will go all the way down there. So that'll help you. I think I don't know if I'll adjust that brake right now. Yeah, let's just do it. Basically what you do, I don't know if you guys can see me. I didn't plan for this. You just loosen these top 2 ones. You don't have to go crazy loose, just enough so you can move it. Move the whole thing. See how it's moving? The bottom one's a little too tight yet. Okay, so that's loose. Now, we're dealing with the front, right? So it's the left one on this one. You take and pull your handle. Now that's grabbed up here now. So it has centered itself, supposedly. And then you take and you lock down the top one. Okay? You let it loose. We're gonna roll it just a little bit. And you pull the brakes again. And you go to number 2, which is the bottom one. You probably can't see because of the angle I'm at, but I'm doing the bottom bolt on top. Snug it up. Don't go too hard because you'll strip it. Snug them both good now. Just snugged. Now when I'm doing the brakes, I usually hold this Allen right here. I don't hold it down here. You get too much leverage, you strip that booger. You snug it up. So we snugged it. Let's see if we hear anything now. Not at the moment, so we might be okay. Sometimes they still don't, and sometimes they still rub, and you gotta eyeball them, which that's okay too. It's not that hard of a job. It's gorgeous out here, ain't it? There's our bike. There's a SENADA 26 by 4-inch tires, guys. Chow Young tires. I got 18 pounds of pressure in them right now. I'm kind of heavy, so I like to, I mean, these can take up to 20, so I try to put it up toward the top a little bit. Plus you get better fuel mileage, although it's batteries. Yep. Matter of fact, let's check that out. Let's see what else. Anything else we want to talk about? Suspension's feeling nice. Does have plastic fenders. I like plastic fenders. You don't hear all the noise. They're a little bit lighter. 160mm rotors, DY Island brakes. Yeah, I think we've covered it all. 25 amp controller. Torque sensor. That's probably the biggest thing for this bike, guys. It's a torque sensor. So a lot of people like the torque sensors. If you want to get a little bit more exercise, a little more control over what your feet's feeling, your legs are feeling, torque sensor. And it's a reasonable price for a torque sensor, guys. I'm not going to quote the price right now because every time I do that, it seems to change. So you just go to the website, check it out. And then you got a discount down there too. Use my discount code and you can save some money. All right, guys, so let's get on here for a second and turn this booger on. It's not a booger, whatever it may be. This one might have cruise control too. We'll check that out in a little bit. That's usually a hold to minus. It's either minus or plus, and then the throttle. But we'll try it both ways. I didn't read up on that. We're still showing 5 bars. Look at that. But we want to check and make sure. So we're going to check the voltage. And as I rebooted it, reset. So we got to go clear through the whole thing. 50.3, guys. That's a good battery. So we've went how many miles? We got to add 6 onto it. Let's go back to the mileage. 5.9, add 6, so we're at 11, almost 12 miles right now, and we haven't lost the bar, and we're over 50 volts still. That's really good. This bike is they've got this thing dialed in really good. And excuse you, the coughing and the hacking. This old fart, when he gets out in the cold weather, has problems with his sinuses sometimes. I'm gonna get another swig of this amazing water. And what do you think? It was vodka or something? It's not. It's just water. You never know the way I'm acting though, right? It's beautiful. Clear Fork River. Just a little actual dirty right now. And it's low. But we come out here to get scenery too, guys. Check out that tree. I love that old tree, man. Gorgeous. Yep. Some more trees right there. Look at this. We was just up on top of that hill, guys. We was way up there. Up there where the birds and stuff are flying. The helicopters and airplanes going. We was just up there on this bike. It took us clear up there. Guess what? We're going to be going up on this other one over here. We're going to climb some hills with this booger before we go home. That's what we're going to do right now. Yep, with a key. All right, we got all kinds of juice left in this. People must be fishing, thinking I'm crazy. It's true, I am crazy. Purdy. I said purdy on the side of it. How'd they know I was purdy? I don't know, all in all, I'm really happy with this bike. It's nice. It's nice being up high like this on a 26.4. Most of the bikes I've done have been 20 inches. You guys want to climb a mountain? Let's climb this mountain here. You want to do that? I think this bike can do it. This is Deal Hill. This is the longest, steepest hill in my area. We're still showing 4 bars. Quite a bit of power left. I call this hill the battery eater. It likes to eat batteries. And we're gonna go try it. I think this bike can do it. I'm probably gonna have to shift her down, pedal assist 1 or 2. But I think it'll do it. Kick it up to 5. Not this little hill. You didn't think this is what I was talking about, did you? Now this might be a big hill to some people, but where I'm living, that was a baby hill. And this bike climbs right up that. No, I'm going to take this one up the big boy hill. And one of us is going to win. It's either going to be the hill or it's going to be me and the bike. I guess that'd be 2 of us, wouldn't it, if we both win? I'm going to try it too. Throttle first here, so I feel tension. Alright, we're pedaling. See if this motor can do it. The brake's still giving me a hard time up there. A little bit. We're doing it. I'm going to throttle in pedal now. You can hear that brake, guys. I need to adjust that when I get home. It's doing it, 6 miles an hour. Whew, I put a little leg into it, but it did it. It took that battery down for now. Alright guys, let's see. We'll let the battery level off here now. We made it. We made it up to battery eater. We'll let it level off. We'll see what it does. That's pretty impressive. Okay. It says 4 bars now. That's crazy. I don't know if I believe that or not. Let me look. Voltage. 48.8. That seems more realistic. So, I think when this levels off, we're going to probably be at about 2 bars because of that. We'll see. I don't know. It might go up now. 48 too. See, it's still going down. Uh-oh, there's a dog, we gotta go. Dog trying to eat me. Yeah, I don't take just any bike up that hill, guys. That was Dennis Blue Ball. I don't take any bike up that hill. I gotta think it's got the power to do it. This one does. Definitely do. Look, that voltage is going up. That's incredible, guys. It's leveling off and it's actually regaining some of its voltage since it's cooling down. That's pretty cool. It says 5 bars again. 5 bars, 49.2 volts. And we've currently went, let's see, 7, 8 plus another 6, 15, almost 16 miles. So I think this one definitely could do the 30 mile for this old man. It's gonna get you farther now if you weigh less and you don't have this many hills, guys. Put it back to voltage. Now it's dropped down to 3 bars. That makes more sense to me right there. Of course, we are on a little bit of a hill. Get back to voltage. I like voltage. See, since we're climbing the hill, it says 47.3, but we'll see after we get to the top of this big hill. We got one more big one here, and then we got another big one after that, and the rest is downhill then. Uh-oh, got more dogs. Let's go. Yep, let's go. Don't eat me. Don't you eat me, dogs. It's nice if you you need to just all of a sudden kick it in, you can kick it in. Okay, let's throttle this a little bit. We're gonna put this battery to the test. Just throttle at the moment. It's a pretty big hill. 46. It's drawing it down right now. All right, now let's see if it actually. That's nice too about this one. This one will actually regenerate the bars. You don't have to turn it off and back on like some of these other ones. It regenerates the bars and the voltage. You know, after it cools down and levels back off. The lithium batteries will do that. See, it took me back up to 4 bars now. 48.7 volts currently. It'll probably go higher here since we're going to be going downhill for a little bit. Chance to bed these brakes in no better, guys, so they don't squeak all over me. Stop squeaking on my brakes. All right. Pedal assist 5, 7th gear. Let's just go ahead and throttle and pedal here for a minute. Get her up to speed since we're on a busy road. Now I'll probably just get away with throttling here because it's mostly downhill. You guys who buy these bikes with these big old tires, make sure you get something in it. Make sure you get in your preferred puncture resistance. I always put flat out in mine. It's about the least expensive thing you can put in, and it has actually performed better in all the tests than anything I've seen yet. Some people like tennis armor, a little more expensive. Some people use slime, some people use flat out. I like the flat out. If you like flat out as well, I got links for it down in my description. And don't forget, check this bike out. The link for it's down in the description as well as my discount code for it. And if you guys use any of my links or my Amazon links, any of them at all, doesn't matter which one, as long as you click on any of them, go to Amazon, you can search at that point for anything that you need to buy, and I will make a small commission at that point. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be toilet paper, it could be anything, bubble gum. I'll make a tiny commission, and it definitely helps out, guys. Whenever you buy a bike or you buy something on Amazon, it definitely helps my channel out, helps my family out. This bike is definitely performing very, very, very well. I'm liking it. liking it very well. Couple, like I said, a couple little minor things, nothing major that I'd probably change on it for myself. Uh-oh, we got a big hill here, guys. I forgot about this one. My throttle amp. Oh, I'm in 7th gear. What am I thinking? Oh boy. Oh well, we're making it. That throttle helped. See, that's what I'm saying. If you forget and you're in 7th gear, you can just throttle. That'll help you. It'll help you. Yep. I want to help. All right. Cruising along, man. It's a comfortable ride. These big 26-inch by 4 tires are comfortable. 2 bars, it says. 46.4 volts at the time being, and that makes a lot more sense to me, the way I've ridden this. Most of you probably won't ride this thing this hard. You won't ride it up and down this many hills. Maybe you will. And maybe most of you ain't 230 pounds like I am. So I ask a lot from these bikes, guys, when I take them on this route. This is basically my 20-mile route, and it but it's my hill route. This is a route I take bikes on when I want to test them for torque and, you know, power, not so much for range, because these hills are battery eaters. At least I wasn't in 0, because guess how fast you go when you're in pedal assist 0. 0. Yep, it's true. I'm gonna beat this mailman. He's behind me. Oh, he knocked my mirror out of whack. My knuckles. All right, guys. I got a little brake rub going on too, guys. Just imagine if I didn't have that going on. We'd have got even farther. It's not horrible, but it's just enough to make a little chatter sound on it right now. It's easily fixed. You just gotta, this one, you need to flip it upside down so you can eyeball the rotor in between your brake pads. This is the big hill test for the rotors right here, guys. If I let off this, I'd be going about 60 miles an hour down this hill. Guys, we'll check this out here now. Pedal assist 5, we'll throttle, pedal a little bit at first here, see what kind of speed we can get it up to. Starting to level off here now on the ground. 30, 30.3, 30.5, 30.7, 31 to hit. I'm leaning into it. 29.8. If I come up, it slows it right down. Not bad. Not bad for, you know, being down to 2 bars. I don't own it. Oh, and it's a steep one. Oh, just got to give it just a touch at the top. Pretty bike. Like I said, it comes in the 2 colors, the red and the chartreuse type green. Can't say that word very good, can I? But it's a pretty bike. Let's go over and check our mileage. So we had 6 miles we started with, so we went 18.6 miles and had 2 bars or 3 bars left actually. So yeah, I think we definitely got 30 out of this, guys, especially if you're on flatter ground, especially if you're a lighter person. You're going to even get farther than that with this bike. It's got a really good battery on it. I like pretty much everything about this bike, guys. Only thing I think they should do is put bigger rotors on at least the front, but I'd put them on the front and back. You put 180s on it. How much more could they be? And put an adjustable stem here. That's about it. Other than for that, this bike really does everything quite well. Plenty of power. 25 amp controller. Does really good for a 25 amp. This is not the seat that comes with it. This is my bag as well. My phone holder, my mirror. But it did come with accessories, guys. I just didn't put them on. I got my quick. This is easier is why. It's just quick and easy, so I put my stuff on it. All right, that's it. I'm gonna let Jax finish this up, guys.
No.